The following segment is sponsored by Creative Society.
When it comes to heating our homes during the cold months and making sure we're heating efficiently, we also need to have several things we're keeping in mind about safety and our family's safety. Shawn McGraw from American Veteran Air Conditioning is here to give us some helpful tips. Hi, Shawn.
I hope so. Good morning, Margaret.
Absolutely. Good morning. Safety tip number one, you say schedule an annual checkup for your furnace. That seems like an important place to start.
Absolutely. I mean, anything that we care about, that we want to take care of us, we need to take care of it as well, right? It just makes sense. We do it with our cars. We do it with anything that's important to us that we want to be able to rely on. So our furnace, say our heat pump, one or the other, is nothing the same, especially a furnace, because that's a fuel-fired appliance. So then you really have some safety issues that go involved in there, and you want to make sure that it's really dialed in and running properly, and that you haven't had some jackleg out there, you know, your brother's mother, cousin, or whoever else that said I can fix an air or a heater and come out there and jump out a safety switch or something stupid like that, because safeties are there for a reason. And I can't tell you how often we go out to a furnace call and we find safeties that have been jumped out. And the reason they were jumped out is because they had a cracked heat exchanger and the safety was doing what it was supposed to, but because they jumped it out, the furnace kept on operating and blowing CO into the house. So in essence, put in a life-threatening situation to anybody in the house. And that's a big deal to us.
Yep. And you notice all those things. You can find all those things when you do a safety check. But you also hear of cases where people, maybe they get a little bit creative in trying to heat their homes and they're doing things that are not good ideas, right?
Yeah, we've seen it all, you know, and I'd like to say it's comical, but it's not, because when it puts somebody's life in a danger. So, you know, some common stuff says, hey, don't be an idiot, you know. I mean, but, you know, your range is not meant to heat the house. You can't put your gas grill in there and put a clay pot on there and expect to heat your house either. These things all emit their fuel-fired appliances, so they're emitting carbon monoxide. They're emitting that gas, that off-burn of the gas into your house. And the funny thing is, well, it's not funny at all, about CO, about carbon monoxide, is you might not feel it as an adult because you got a lot of blood in your system. Well, what carbon monoxide actually does is poisons the blood. So depending on how much blood you have in your system is dependent on how long it takes to poison that blood. So if you're an infant or you're elderly, it takes a lot less time to poison that off, and it's going to sneak up on you. It's not something to play around with. So please, by all means, if you're going to heat your house on a temporary basis, your heat's out or whatever else, one, give us a call. We could probably work something out or find a way to get you going, and to some extent. But also, you know, portable heaters aren't that expensive, and they're worth it because they have the safeties in there to do things the right way. That's not putting your life in danger.
Well, one backstop to alert us before any of these issues get out of hand. You say it's very important. Use monitors to keep your home's air safe. Those alerts can make all the difference, can't they?
They absolutely can. And a carbon monoxide detector is the last line of defense. And in my personal opinion, they should be installed in every room of the house, no matter where it's at. Now, that is the last line of defense. And they also need to be tested on a regular basis. About 30% of them out of the box are failed sometimes. But with that said, make sure they're tested, make sure they're operating the way they're supposed to be, and put them in every room in the house. If that goes off, that's not a warning, that's a get out of the house now.
Yeah. Well, you take safety very seriously at American Veteran Air Conditioning. Give us the overview of your company and your mission.
We want to take care of you. We want to get it right the first time, immediately when we come in the door. And you're going to know the difference. Everybody can tell you the difference that they make, and I could tell you the difference we make all the time. What we ask for is the opportunity to prove it to you, and that's what we're really aiming to do. So from the time we walk in your door, you're going to see how the ethics, how everything that's ingrained in us through the time and service, through what we've done, you're going to know that you're important to us, and that you're the reason we're here, and you're the reason that we're able to feed our families. And we appreciate that, and we take that every opportunity for exactly what it is.
Well, people can contact American Veteran at the number on screen, 435-0822, or visit the website AmericanVeteranAC.com. Shawn McGraw, thanks so much for being here today.
Thank you. Have a blessed day.